Hi, I'm Technomancer, creator of Essentials, and I'm going to do a quick mod spotlight so you know what Essentials is about and what it does. So, first of all, this is not a mod tutorial. This is a quick overview of the mod. If you want a full tutorial that covers everything, there's another video in the description that's much longer and goes through everything in detail. But I'm going to try and keep this at around 10 minutes. So, this mod has full in-game documentation. There's a guidebook if you install Patchouli, which is another mod, and it's a good mod, and you should get it. This book covers everything in detail, and if you have this book, you don't need any tutorial. You can just use this. I already know the mod, so I can throw this away. So, to show off the mod, I've built a bunch of really terrible setups using the features. They're terrible on purpose. They're inefficient, they're bad. Don't copy my demo setups. You can design your own, and I swear you can build better ones. I also want to say that Essentials is a mod about vanilla plus style automation. It's a light mod, it doesn't add any ores, any world gen, and shouldn't mess with game balance. It adds features that are designed to work with vanilla instead of replacing vanilla to help you automate things more easily and to automate more things. So this is the first thing I built, which uses 3 different Essentials features. And this is an early game sorting machine. So if you have a bunch of stuff, like you have tons and tons of chests and you want to sort them out, automatically this will do it. So the 3 things we're using here are sorting hoppers, or high throughput hoppers, which are super expensive, super fast versions, which I'm only using because this is a demo and I don't have a lot of time. Instead of sorting hoppers, normally I'd use these ones. We're using item shifters and chutes, which are sort of like hopper chains. They push items in super fast in a straight line, including up. So we can use these to get the items back up. And we're using these slotted chests. Now, slotted chests, grab these, let you lock a slot to something. So, for example, these slots are locked to iron. I can't put gold in them. I can't shift click gold into them. I can't shift click this candle lily pad in because there are no slots locked to candle lily pads. I can manually put it in and take that out, and I can remove the lock, but I can't shift click it in unless there's a slot for it. And this helps you enforce like a sorting organization system without needing to keep one of every item in every slot. And hoppers and pipes and stuff will respect this. And we just pull these out. And I've set this up for a whole bunch of these chests. So pull this stuff out. And I'll just run through the sorting system again. So if I put all my junk in here, you can see it draining out very fast. Give it a moment. And as you can see, everything's ended up in the slots we expected. It didn't go into these empty slots. It went down to the next chest, and anything that didn't have anywhere to go ended up in this unsorted chest. And this is very easy to build, very scalable. I can make this 10 times bigger if I wanted, very easily. So this just shows off 3 features quickly. This is a cow farm, and it's almost entirely automated. It uses animal feed, which basically you can breed any animal with it, and dispensers can use it. Hey, that lets us automate cow farms. I've not set up a farm to make these animal feeds, but I could have automated making these. So you could have fully automated this process, and I'm using a couple circuits in here. We'll get to circuits in a minute over there, but they're like little compact redstone devices. So here's a pulse former for a falling edge monostable circuit in 1 block. And here's a timer that goes off every 100 redstone ticks in 1 block. And over here, I'm using item shifters and sorting hoppers again to sort out the drops. So leather goes in here, raw beef, which we don't get any of, goes in here, steak here, unsorted in here, but we don't get any sorted. And we're using these hopper filters, which just let us filter out 1 item really easily and cheaply. And this has been running and making a lot of noise. Over here is a tree farm. So in this tree farm, we're using fertile soil, which sort of just spawns saplings on it over time. So this one's birch fertile soil, so it makes birch saplings. And it just slowly creates saplings so you don't have to manually replant. We're also using multi-pistons, which are really cool mega pistons. So they can go up to 15 blocks. If I just do this, they go a distance equal to the redstone signal strength. They get up to 15. So if you want them to go 4 blocks, give them signal strength 4. And they retract instantly. See? And they're very useful. We're also using wither cannons. Now, normally, if you wanted to build a vanilla automated tree farm, you need to replant manually. Well, we have firm soil, so we don't need to do that. And to break the wood, you'd need to piston it over to somewhere, and then use a live wither in a box to break it, which is really a pain to set up, for obvious reasons, because you have to work with a live wither that is actively trying to kill you. So instead, we've got these wither cannons, which cost a nether star, so they're not cheaper than using a real wither. And whenever they get a redstone pulse, they shoot an exploding wither skull, and they don't actively try to kill you. So much nicer. I'm using 3 of them because I'm making horrible setups on purpose. You can do this with 1. I promise you. So because this has not been growing while I've been pointing the camera at it, let's just bone meal this to speed this up a bit. And the wood falls down here, and we've got wood in this chest. So over time, this has fully automatically just been making birch wood. Next over here is circuits. I did promise we'd get to circuits. Circuits are my favorite feature in the mod, and if I had the time, I would talk about them for an hour, but we don't have an hour. So a circuit is like a redstone module, like an AND gate or something like that, in one block. So I can make one circuit that is an AND gate, and if I get the levers and redstone, it does exactly what you'd expect an AND gate to do. Only outputs if both the levers are on. And they can also use numbers that normal redstone normal redstone can't. Normal redstone can only do integers from 0 to 15. Circuits can do any real number. So if you want negative 2.6, we can have negative 2.6. If you want 93.9, sure. Once they output to vanilla redstone, they have to round and cap it at 15 because vanilla redstone can't do that. But if you're doing circuit to circuit, you can. And there's circuits to do math operations. So we've got like a minus that does subtraction and exponentials and square roots and stuff. And just to show off how powerful they are, this does the quadratic formula. Like this setup here, remember the quadratic formula from school? X equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a? Yeah, this just does that. So here's 2.5 for A, here's negative 11 for B, here's 8 for C, and here are the 2x values. Have fun building that with vanilla redstone. You can't, unless you want to go insane. And this took me literally 5 minutes to set up, and I could have built it way more compact if I had actually cared. So circuits are very powerful. There's logic circuits, there's math circuits, you can have a clock circuit or a delay circuit where you can just pick a number and it does a redstone delay of that many ticks, like a repeater, but you can set it for 10 minutes if you want. They're very, very powerful, and they're very easy to set up because you just pick the circuit you want in this UI with this circuit wrench and then just use it on a wire plate. And it just does it, so you don't have to remember a million crafting recipes for every circuit. And now I'm just going to show off again with the multi-pistons. These, by the way, are wireless redstone transmitters and receivers. If you can guess what that does, they can carry circuit signals as well, so they don't have to run. Since these multi-pistons can retract instantly, you can launch yourself really far. So if I time this right with the jump, so yeah, it didn't launch me that far. I could have done better if I timed my jump better. Let's try this. That's a bit better. See, it launched me pretty far. If you point these up, you can go way in the sky, and there's all sorts of uses for that, some of which are funnier than others. The best way to kill something in a mob trap, it may just be to bounce them into the sky and let them die of fall damage. Sorry, did I say best way? I meant funniest way. Anyway, there are a ton more features that I have not had time to cover. Again, they're all in the book, and there is a tutorial video in the description that covers everything. But I hope you've sort of gotten the picture here that Essentials is a vanilla plus mod that helps with automation. You can drop it into a mod pack and it won't break the balance or anything. And it just sort of adds the things Minecraft was missing to be able to automate stuff. So, goodbye.